Welcome back to another video. I'm in the gym about to hit an upper body session, but I wanted to talk to you first, and I wanted to talk to you a bit about movement. If you think back to the genesis of our being, when God created Adam and Eve and placed them in the Garden of Eden, remember what he said to them. They were placed in the garden to keep it. In other words, they had to move around. Movement is how our bodies were created to perform. We aren't made to be couch potatoes, to just spend all day lounging in bed, though I do think sleep is vitally important, but I don't think we put enough emphasis on movement. I do, but sometimes I forget. And then when I move, I remember why it's so important to me. Let's have a little bit of story time. This weekend, I attended a show at the Frank Collins Hall. It was a dance show called Ascension. It really was a fantastic show. I enjoyed it. I wore heels. Not something I usually do because I spend so much time in the gym or at home. I'm often in very soft slippers or soft wear. So when I got up the Sunday morning, I was feeling extra tired. And I decided, let me take an unplanned rest day because I just don't feel like training today. Not something that I say quite often, but that's what I said on Sunday morning. And the more time passed, the more out of it I felt. I felt tired, I felt sickly, I just did not feel right. And I kept telling myself, this is important. This is why I should not train today. I'm really not feeling it. But fast forward maybe an hour, and I wanted to eat something, which happens when you are not in the best. Your hormones get all mixed up. And I wanted to eat something, but I didn't want to eat something bad. So I said, let me get some yogurt and maybe a protein bar, cut it up, put it inside of yogurt and have that. I just feel like eating something. Maybe that'll make me feel better. And I took a walk. And as I walked, I realized, I'm feeling better. The more I walked, the better I felt. When I got back home, I said to myself, Kathy, you should have known better than this. Movement makes you feel better. Movement does so much for you. It's not just about looking good in a bikini, though that's a great benefit. It's just good for your mental health. It's good for your physical health. It's good for your mood. Movement is life. Now, of course, there are physical benefits. When you move, you are causing your muscle fibers to contract and relax, and your joints become more flexible. Your muscles grow if you move with some additional weight on it. Your mobility increases. You're able to do more. Your flexibility improves as well. So movement is good for your physical body, not just for looking good, but for health. You're able to move your joints through a full range of motion. There are things that we could do when we were younger, sitting like this, all the way down. Wait, let me show you that part. But you can sit all the way down like this. We did this as kids, but many people can't do this now. And that's simply because we stopped doing it. You know that popular phrase, if you don't use it, you will lose it. And that goes for your body parts, your muscles, your joints. You need to move them. Movement is so good for your physical body, but it doesn't just end there. Depression, anxiety, stress, ADHD, all of these mental conditions are improved with movement. Your mind and your body are closely connected. When you move, you actually create different pathways in your brain. The neurons fire differently, and you are able to help your mental health. You hear about endorphins being released when you do a hard cardio session. That affects your mood. You feel happy. They call them the happy hormone. You feel better, and that's because you're moving your body. So you're going to have better sleep. You're going to be in a better mood. You're going to be able to be more productive, all because you included movement into your day. So start moving. Don't just see it as a strict requirement that you have to go to the gym because you want to lose a little bit of weight, because you want to get more muscle. Those are great goals, go for it. But movement Overall, it gives you greater happiness, more life satisfaction. It is better for you because it's how God created you to be. And I've realized movement has worked for me in many ways. Like I've spoken about my surgeries before. I've had 5 abdominal surgeries. And after my last surgery, the doctor was concerned because there were a lot of complications with that last appendectomy that I had. But I came home the Tuesday, I went for a walk. The Wednesday, I did light cycling. The Thursday, I was lifting light weights in the gym. But the Friday, I was kind of back to normal. Still being careful, but back to normal. And I'm not telling you to do like me, but when I move, my body not only responds better, I feel better. So I want to encourage you to move. We're going to do some movement now as we're going to hit an upper body session. And I'll post some clips that you can try out when you go to the gym, or you can even try them at home. Let's get warm. end of today's workout. I'm going to sip on my BCAAs and catch my breath a bit and then do some stretching. Just want to encourage you to move your bodies. Movement is for your health. I mean, we all worry about aesthetics at some point in our life, but it's more than just looking good. It's feeling good, and it's know that you are doing what God created your body to do. I hope you enjoyed today's workout and today's little chat on movement. Do subscribe for more content and like this video if you liked it. Happy training!